Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Pinagdiriwang po natin ngayon ang dakilang kapistahan ni na San Pedro at San Pablo. They are two of the great pillars of the church, on whose faith Christ builds His church. Mahalagang tanungin natin kung ano ang kabuluhan, ano ang relevance ng kapistahang ito sa panahon natin? Ngayon, ang simbahan natin ay patuloy na dumaraan sa pagsubok. Ano ang saysay na ipagdiwang natin ang kapistahang ito? Magandang ito ay pagnilayan partikular ng mga miyembro ng kawan ng San Pedro at San Pablo. Laging laman ng mga pahayagan at madalas pa ngang mag-viral sa social media ang mga iskandalo, kabuktutan, corruption at iba pang masamang bagay na nangyari at patuloy na nangyayari sa simbahan. Isa yan sa pinakapaboritong banatan ng ating mabuting leader. Hindi naman ngayon lang ito nangyari sa simbahang Katolika. Sa kasaysayan nito, ang simbahan ay ilang beses na paulit-ulit nang dumaan sa matinding krisis. However, what has always brought us back to stability, what has always brought about glorious renewal is a return to basics, a return to Peter and Paul. What has always transformed our church is a return to what Peter and Paul learned from Jesus and passed on to us. Meron na rin pong pagkakawatak o pagkakahati sa simbahan noon. Sa katunayan, maging sina Pedro at Pablo ay nagkaroon ng mainit na pagtatalo. What kept things intact back then, what enabled the early Christians to rise above their problems and disagreements, was a deep sense that the church is more than an external institution. The church is an inner mystery, the mystery of Christ's presence. Moreover, in spite of differences, there was a firm commitment on the part of everyone to the basics. There was a commitment to the mystery of Jesus' life and message. Sa kabila ng mga gulo, problema, krisis, controversies, and scandals sa simbahan, at hindi naman nga yan may pagkakaila, ang misyon ni Kristo ay nagpapatuloy. There nevertheless exists behind the headlines, as it were, massive, worldwide, ongoing mission to spread the word of Jesus, to spread the goodness of God. Every day, every single day, on a scale you cannot imagine, the love of God is made manifest in the lives of people. On this feast of Saints Peter and Paul, we must remember that, in fact, there are many good things about the church. Self-giving Christians, life-giving sacramental life, profound and sustaining traditions. All this, in spite of the bad and ugly who make up our leaders and followers. A troubled church? Yes. Crisis, scandals, dissensions, divisions? Yes. That is the regrettable tip of the iceberg. But underneath, sa ilalim nito, there is a vital, forgiving, compassionate, serving, prayerful church. I hope and pray that we get a more rounded view of the church. The church of Peter and Paul is wounded and always has been. But it is alive and striving to do well. The Christ that Peter and Paul knew, lived for and died for, is alive in His people. Buhay na buhay ito sa mga servant leaders ng ating parokya. Buhay na buhay ito kana Christian, kana Peter, kina Jules, kina Bart, kina Monching, na sa kabila ng pandemya, nagsikap na panatilihing buhay at aktibo ang ating parokya. And that is something we should be very, very grateful for. As we celebrate and honor St. Peter and St. Paul, let us renew our commitment to personally and actively share in the mission of the apostles by propagating our apostolic faith. Ipayag natin ang pananampalataya natin sa pangungusap o pangangaral natin sa mabuting balita na nakabatay, nakaugat sa personal na karanasan natin ng pag-ibig ng Diyos sa atin. Ipagkalat natin ang pananampalataya natin sa pagsisikap natin na magkaroon ng makabuluhang pagdiriwang ng mga liturhiya, lalo na ng Eucharistia, yung uri ng liturgical celebration na nakapagpapabago sa buhay at pamumuhay natin. Ipalaganap natin ang pananampalataya natin sa pagmamalasakit, pagtulong at paglilingkod natin sa mga dukha at nangangailangan. My dear sisters and brothers, my dear parishioners, as we celebrate the 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines, we are reminded that we are gifted to give. We have received the gift of Christian faith, the faith that Saints Peter and Paul handed on to us, and we are to share this gift by becoming apostles ourselves, missionaries and evangelizers in our own little ways.